This video contains affiliate links, and I earn a referral fee if you use the services mentioned, at no extra cost to you, because they're the best in the industry. Benefits of an LLC in Florida. If you're considering starting a business in the Sunshine State, odds are you're evaluating the benefits of an LLC in Florida. Maybe you're wondering if it's worth the effort to switch from being a sole proprietor. LLCs are popular business structures in Florida because they come with a lot of benefits, from low startup costs to minimal taxes and more. It's a great environment for small businesses. Currently, Florida's 3.5 million small businesses employ about 37% of the entire state's workforce. Low-cost, affordable LLC filing fees. Florida doesn't charge a bunch of different fees to start your LLC. The only required fees are to submit your articles of organization and to designate your LLC's registered agent. Everything else at startup is optional, so you only have to pay $125 and a $25 registered agent fee to get started. It's not the cheapest state, but overall, Florida makes it pretty affordable. After that, there aren't many annual fees to budget for. The Florida Annual Report only costs $138.75, and many other miscellaneous Florida filings cost just $25. Annual Report Late Fees. Florida is pretty mild with their annual report fee, but don't be caught with a late report. Florida charges a hefty late fee for reports that are submitted after May 1st. The fee jumps to a hefty $538.75, the original fee plus a $400 late fee. Filing on time keeps your ongoing costs low. Tax benefits of an LLC in Florida. From a tax perspective, Florida is a great place to operate a limited liability company. That's because, by default, an LLC has pass-through taxation. The LLC itself doesn't file and pay taxes. The tax responsibilities pass through to the members, who file and pay income taxes on their personal tax returns. And since Florida doesn't charge personal income taxes, that only happens on the federal level. Even on the federal level, this structure avoids the double taxation of a corporation, where the corporation pays corporate taxes before making distributions, and then the shareholders pay personal taxes when they receive their distributions. That said, in some cases, a larger Florida LLC might elect to be taxed as a C corporation or S corporation. The real luxury is that you have the option to choose which structure works best for your unique business. Miscellaneous taxes. While you might not have to pay state income taxes on your LLC's profits, there's a good chance your LLC will incur other tax liabilities. For example, you might have to collect and pay sales taxes, and you'll want to account for federal self-employment taxes. Generally speaking, though, these taxes are relatively manageable as long as you plan ahead for them. We highly recommend consulting with a business attorney or licensed accountant to discuss your business taxes. Florida LLC Asset Protection. One of the biggest benefits of an LLC in Florida, or in any state, is limited liability protection. If you operated as an unregistered business, like a sole proprietorship or partnership, your business would be legally indistinguishable from you as a person. But an LLC is a separate legal entity from its members. And as a result, the LLC has a corporate veil. In most cases, the LLC's creditors can only seize business assets from the LLC in the event of a lawsuit. They can't come after the assets of the members. These legal protections are one of the primary reasons entrepreneurs decide they need an LLC. That said, if the members don't operate the LLC compliantly and legally, a court can rule to pierce the corporate veil. A note on single-member LLCs. In the past, Florida courts have ruled unfavorably towards single-member LLCs with just one owner. In some contexts, single-member LLCs have been treated like sole proprietorships with minimal personal asset protections. As a result, many Florida business attorneys caution against forming a single-member LLC. However, if you operate a perfectly compliant Florida LLC, you're much less likely to encounter one of these issues. If you want a much more secure business entity type, you might consider a Florida corporation instead. Some LLCs opt to give a nominal membership interest, 5 to 10%, to a second member to solidify their personal liability protections by being a multi-member LLC instead. Business-friendly environment. Florida fosters a business-friendly environment with minimal filing fees and easy maintenance. For example, The state lets you file your annual report anytime between January 1st and May 1st. That generous window gives you plenty of time. Easy state requirements aren't the only thing that makes Florida a great place to start a business. The state itself is its own resource. With its desirable tourist destinations, temperate climate, and proximity to major airports and ports, Florida is a great place for entrepreneurs to thrive. Access to capital and resources in Florida. If you're looking for a little extra cash to fund your startup, odds are you'll find it. Florida's Department of Economic Opportunity helps small businesses and minority businesses get the help they need. There's a wealth of programs. The State Small Business Credit Initiative, the Microfinance Guarantee Program, Prospera, the Florida Small Business Emergency Bridge Loan. The list goes on. We can help. Starting a Florida business is an exciting prospect, but you don't have to go it alone. At Busy, we handle the tedious, red tape side of business, so you can focus on what matters: your business. Whether you need help forming your LLC, getting a registered agent, or staying compliant every year, we got your back. Busy can file your LLC, grab your EIN, and provide a Florida registered agent, all while you chill. They know all of Florida's rules, like no need for an operating agreement, but it's highly recommended. You don't need a business license from the state, but you might need one from your county or city. Florida doesn't charge an initial state business tax for LLCs, saving you extra cash. Once you click the first link in the description, you'll be taken to the same page as me, and you can start the formation process immediately. But first, let me show you the package that Busy offers. Busy is one of the best entity formation platforms in the market, charging $0 for its service, which no other company offers. You'll see 3 different packages: Basic, Standard, and Premium. The first thing worth mentioning is that you have to pay the state fee. The state fee is what Florida charges for opening an LLC, which is $125. Busy is not making any income from this fee. It goes directly to the state. Even if you use the state website, the fee remains the same. The price for each package differs, and I'll explain why. To see the full comparison, select the entity type and choose the state. Each package has its own set of services, all of which are worthy of the subscription you are paying for. The basic package is the most affordable option. Busy charges $0 for their service in this package. You only need to pay the $125 state filing fee. This package includes preparing and filing the articles of organization, a free registered agent for 1 year, an online access dashboard, a business banking account offer, and a business tax consultation. No other service provides a free registered agent for the first year without any charge like Busy does. Next is the standard package, which costs $199. This is the package I highly recommend because it covers everything you need to start a business legally. It includes everything in the basic package plus additional services like obtaining an EIN, employer identification number, an operating agreement, lifetime company alerts, a business bank account, tax consultation, Form 2553 filing, and more. All these services, except for tax consultation, are required by the state to file an LLC successfully in the U.S. Filing these on your own can be challenging, so this package simplifies the process. The premium package costs $299 and includes everything in the standard package plus 4 additional services: free next-day filing, business contract templates, a domain name with a business email, and a free first-year business phone number. These extras are helpful if you're in a hurry to complete your LLC filing or want added convenience. Business contract templates, valued at $150, include agreements like non-compete clauses, NDAs, and employment contracts. Free next-day filing ensures your documents are processed as fast as possible, although the final timeline depends on the state. The domain name and business email enhance your business's legitimacy by providing a professional email address linked to your company. The standard package includes everything you need to legally launch a business. This is the package I strongly suggest for the majority of business owners, as it covers all that is necessary. Busy also has an exclusive partnership with Bank of Relays, so you can easily open an eligible checking account for your business. Yes, it is a must for your LLC to have a business account. Remember, an LLC has limited liability because it is a separate entity from its members. You may forfeit your liability protections if you combine your personal and business money. This is where the term piercing the corporate veil comes into play. If you've been sued and a lawyer sees a crack in your LLC, they might resort to piercing the corporate veil, in which case you are defeated. This is why opening a separate bank account for your LLC is so important. Starting a business doesn't have to be stressful, especially if you use these 5 hacks to get it done fast and smart. If this helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more business tips, and drop a comment if you have questions.